Welcome to another vividaquariums.com video. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to talk to you about sand and substrate. Sand and substrate are important for most reef aquariums because they provide a perfect place for bacteria to colonize, and these bacteria are useful to convert ammonia to nitrite and nitrite to nitrate, helping to keep the water clean for your fish and corals. Now, there's many different types of sand available on the market. A couple things you want to consider is what type of animals you'll be keeping in your aquarium. Jawfish and gobies, for instance, prefer a sand with mixed grain size. This is useful for them when they're constructing their burrows. And also anemones like to anchor in sand. Different invertebrates, sand is important for as well. So on one side you have sand like the Tahitian moon, which is a lava-based sand, or the Indo-Pacific black, which is a mixture of lava-based sand and aragonite sand. But these are very lightweight sands, so in a reef aquarium with lots of current, they're easily blown around. Now, if you have scalemias or fungia corals in the sand bed, these types of sands can get blown over on top of them and cover them, which can be a hassle over time. Then you have also Florida crushed coral and the Aragilive reef sand. These are much larger particle sizes, and it's great for tanks with heavy flow. Then we also have the Bimini pink and the West Caribbean reef sand, and then my favorite, which is the Fiji pink. We like Fiji pink here because it has a small grain size that's great for gobies, wrasses to bury in, but it's also not too fine like a sugar sand, so it's not blown around quite as easily. I must also say that it's great. Customers ask, can we mix sand? Absolutely. You can mix all different types of sand together to create a mixed substrate for the type of animals that you're housing. So definitely always an option. Now, people also ask, how much sand should I put in my tank? Well, for most reef tanks, I prefer just a shallow sand bed of 1.5 to 2.5 inches, and that'll usually need a pound, maybe 1.2 pounds a gallon to create a sand bed that deep. If you're doing a deep sand bed of 4 to 6 inches, you could use anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds a gallon. Now, here at Vivid Aquariums, we don't really recommend deep sand beds. They can definitely work for some customers, but as the tank ages, they can create problems with nitrate levels over time. So here at Vivid, for most setups, we're going to go with 1.5 to 2.5 inches of sand, and again, 1 pound to about 1.2 pounds a gallon. Now, another option is actually to go with a bare bottom tank, which is what we have done in our big display behind me. One reason we did that, a couple reasons. One is we want to have a lot of flow in this aquarium. We have a lot of SPS coral, and even the heavier sands tend to get blown around with that, covering corals on the bottom. Another thing, we're actually going to decide to cover the bottom of the tank with coral over time, let them grow and cover it. Just another way to do it. However, we're not getting that biological filtration that we would have with a sand bed in the aquarium. So we make up for that with extra live rock, great skimmers, and good filtration. Basically, just want to go over the options here with you. With sand, consider the grain size, consider the type of animals you're keeping, and just offering a varied grain size is always best. It'll keep all your fish and corals happy. And that's about it. Hopefully this is helpful. Thanks, guys.